We're back from vacation, and Japan is bringing us a new life-sized plushie. This time, we're getting Altaria, and it is glorious. Should be releasing this coming May in 2023. It does run around $400 US at current exchange rates, so heads up, but it is a big boy. So if you ever needed a backup singer while you're playing the piano, or maybe you just wanted it to be serenaded by a big fluffy bird, this could be your big opportunity. Just make sure, don't take it into the bath. That's a bad idea. Also coming up in Japan this December, we're getting more Mon-Collie figures. This wave will include Origin Form Dialga, Origin Form Palkia, and Midday Form Lycanroc. These are fantastic figures, and usually the Mon-Collie figures are pretty affordable. We also got some preview images of some upcoming molds of some figures, which look to be like the Paldean starters, Jolteon, and to me, looks like this is a Pidgeot, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick that one up for the collection because I do collect Pidgeot memorabilia. Also coming up in December are these Pokemon Get Collection Journey to a New World figure series from Takara Tomy. Those translations though. Looks like the figures will be able to fit inside these Pokeballs, so that's kind of fun. You know, you kind of carry them around, pop them out of the Pokeball. And speaking of Pokemon in Pokeballs, Remint has a new collection of Terrarium Pokemon figures. This is going to be coming out in January. Great little collection. I think all of these Pokemon are pretty cool, except the Chandelure is probably my favorite out of all of them. On the English side of the hobby, we have new Loungefly items featuring the Charmander evolution line. There's this mini backpack. Kind of cool that each picture of the evolution kind of stacks on to the next evolution. There's also a matching wallet with a similar design to kind of pair it up, so this way you got to have the matching items when you're going out. And if you're looking to collect more backpacks, Target actually posted up 3 new backpacks on their site. These aren't Loungeflies though, but they are officially licensed by Pokemon, so kind of heads up. But I'll have all of those linked down below just in case you want to check any of them out, because there's actually a pretty good variety here. Jazzwares is also bringing us some new themed 2-inch figures. These are all with the Cantonian starters with their winter gear on. These should be coming soon, so keep an eye out on your shelves. These should be individual items in their little boxes. They've been doing this a lot lately. Hitting virtual shelves right now though is the holiday pop-up calendar. This is a whole set that includes a pop-up tree, 24 ornaments, a tree topper, and a collectible ornament with a satin ribbon. I'll have that linked down below along with everything else we're talking about, at least those things that I can, down in the description for your convenience. There's also a new leaked image of a Mew Funko Pop. This is going to be a metallic version. Should be an exclusive to the Comic-Con Experience 2022. As more photos pop up, I'll let you guys know. Usually these do come out as a shared exclusive, so we'll see which retailer gets to pick up this one. This last week we had the Palkia and Dialga V-Star Premium collections come out. Each box comes with a V card, V-Star card, and a Jumbo V-Star card of the respective Pokemon. These are 2 separate boxes. There's also a pin, coin, acrylic V-Star marker, 6 packs of cards, and a code card inside. Then this coming Friday, the 14th, we've actually got quite a bit dropping. So we've got the new Hidden Potential tins. There is the Virizion V-Box coming out. Might not be that popular, I think. Then there's also the boxes for Deoxys and Zeraora VMAX and V-Star, along with their V-Battle decks. This is going to be a really big Friday, so you might want to, I don't know if it's too late to save up some money. Then coming out on November 4th is the Charizard V-Star versus Rayquaza VMAX Special Deck Collection. This is going to be one of those dual deck sets featuring 2 60-card decks with 2 deck cases, 4 card dividers, a playmat, damage counter case, a deck box, 2 coins, damage counters, 2 V-Star markers, and 2 player's guides. I would imagine these are probably going to also come out on the English side. Usually these things do, they come out on Japanese and in the English. But since there is a Charizard, good luck to everybody trying to find this. I'm sure the flippers are going to jump all over this thing. In video game news, Pokemon Go, we've got a confirmation on what the next Community Day Classic is. Dratini's making a comeback on November 5th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. Evolving your Dratini into a Dragonite will get you the Charged Attack Draco Meteor. Great move for Dragonite. And if that's not very exciting for you, there is a 3x Catch Stardust bonus for you. But let me know down in the comments if you even think this is that exciting. Or maybe just comment your favorite emoji down there. Just, build the engagement. Amazon Prime members, the new Prime Gaming bundle for Pokemon Go is up. So hop into there and you will get your free 20 Ultra Balls, 5 Max Revives, and 1 Poffin. I feel like Rare Candy probably would have been a better option for Halloween, but I'll take whatever I can get. Also in video game news, coming up on November 11th is the Splatoon and Pokemon crossover event. Technically this is more like Splatoon news, but it involves Pokemon. So this is basically an event where there's going to be a big tournament. Each color is going to represent a certain type for Scarlet and Violet, which basically we're going to see which starter is the best starter. With this, you can customize your character in Splatoon with the shirts, and these shirts will also be available in real life in the Nintendo store in New York and as well as in Pokemon centers in Japan. So So that's pretty cool. I actually was thinking not too long ago about like, when is Splatoon and Pokemon gonna do something? These are two massive franchises. Also, if you're in Japan for your birthday over the next year, hop over into a Pokemon Center. You can get yourself a free Flabebe. It's gonna be for your Scarlet and Violet game. And speaking of Scarlet and Violet, we got a new trailer last week. It was pretty cool. So we learned that we have the new evolution for Girafarig. This is called Farigiraf, which is incredibly hard to say. Farigiraf is the long neck Pokemon and is a normal psychic type, coming in at 10 foot 6 inches and weighing 352 pounds. As a result of its evolution, the head of its main body and the head from its tail have become one. Both of Farigiraf's brains are connected through thick nerves, increasing its psychic energy, and it can emit psychic waves from the antenna on its head. It's always mindful of its surroundings, and while it can detect danger in an instant, there are times when its body cannot react as fast as its two brains can think. The thick, sturdy head from its tail provides good defense for the head of the main body. When the head from its tail closes its mouth, Farigiraf whips its long neck around in an attack that deals brutal physical damage. The force of this attack is said to be able to pulverize stone and crush steel beams. Along with the new evolution, Farigiraf also brings two new abilities. Cudchew, which allows a Pokemon to eat its berry twice basically, so once that berry is triggered, the next turn you'll eat the berry again, which could lead to some pretty good strategies with like recovering HP, maybe like playing more defensively against certain types, or like preventing sleep. So could be really interesting. There's also the new ability called Armor Tail, which will prevent the opposing Pokemon from using priority moves, so moves like Fake Out or Sucker Punch. This could be also a really big defensive play, making your opponent like not able to like block your attacks. Like, there's a lot of strategy with these. Additionally, in the trailer, we got to see more about this profile app. Basically, it's a spot for you to track your in-game progress, like your Pokédex, like where you're at in the game, and you can display a nice photo of yourself, like a little selfie of you and your partner Pokemon. You can set up different poses and filters and stuff, so it's all like very customizable. We also learned more about how TMs are gonna work inside the game. So basically, at every Pokemon Center, there's gonna be a TM machine, which will allow trainers to make their own TMs. So it's kind of like a new crafting system, and you'll use these things called League Points and also various materials dropped by wild Pokemon to create TMs. The further along in the game, the more TMs that will be available to you, and TMs are also back to being a single-use item again. So this could be really interesting, especially like the part where it says like items will be dropping for wild Pokemon. Makes me really excited because like Pokemon's turning into like a more of like an RPG. I think that's really cool. And picnics. These are kind of like camping in Sword and Shield, but now you can customize your tablecloth for your picnic table, as well as the cups, the waters, like all sorts of different customization you can do here. You can bring out your Pokemon to come out and relax and take some photos while you relax. Again, the filters and effects are back here as well, so you can customize all of that. Cooking is back as well, but now instead of curry, you're going to be basically working at Subway. So bringing out that sandwich artist deep inside of you. You're going to be able to stack things like lettuce, tomatoes, ham, and bacon. This, like, seriously going to break a lot of barriers with the whole, like, do these people eat Pokemon or not? Because it's very apparent in this trailer that this, like, where else are they getting this stuff, man? But depending on the ingredients that you use and the quality of the sandwich, you'll get different benefits like restoring HP, maybe some boost to different stats after you eat them. Then when you're done eating, you can feel free to take some time, speak with your Pokemon one-on-one, play with them with toys, and overall you're strengthening your relationship with them. And apparently this is going to be like the new way to get eggs. So we don't have a daycare confirmed yet, but if this is the main egg mechanic, I dig it, because like they're just making the trainer like a one-stop shop. You don't need to like fly to this place, go to this place. Like you can just find a good spot to like hatch eggs, like do whatever you need to do with your Pokemon, and like you're it. You are the Pokemon Center, you're the daycare. Pretty good. And you can even wash your Pokemon now when you're doing a picnic, which really makes me think of Nintendogs for anybody who like is old enough to ever play Nintendogs. It's a fantastic game, but definitely some vibes there, like here washing your Pokemon. And picnics can also be done with your friends online. So bring in your friends, have them over, build sandwiches and stuff. Like, but it does also look like you can get eggs from these interactions. So I'm curious if maybe there's only going to be like a baby Pokemon that is only accessible when you make an egg with a friend, rather than like eggs with your own Pokemon. I think that'd be a pretty interesting mechanic. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Always love interacting with you guys. So I was a little bit ghosty this past week. I was out on vacation. Make sure you subscribe for more content. We're going to be opening up cards very soon. Take care of each other out there. I'll see you guys very soon on the next one.